Joe, that's a Hall of Fame terrible take right there.
No, it's not. It's true. It's so true.
What?
Boy just choked. Straight women booty and let the ball go.
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you.
LeBron James
puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound Bosh. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Irving and Curry. Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
Oh yeah, but we'll get to explaining and debating in a second. Joseph.
Yes, sir.
How we doing?
Hey, NBA is getting fun. NBA is getting fun.
You know, it was this past week of the NBA madness was the perfect thing to happen in the dead week between the conference championships and the Super Bowl for the NFL. Provided a lot of things for us to talk about. Honestly, kind of forgot about the NFL this entire time. I mean, the amount of times that I was refreshing Twitter to see the next thing that was going down, or is Giannis or is Ja, who's going to get traded? Is anyone going to get traded? And
I mean,
we didn't get all of them. They didn't all get traded, but I mean, there was still a lot of fireworks here.
That's very true. But also, let's be real. I know it's not an NFL podcast, but Sam Darnold versus Drake May. It's fun. I'm just saying.
You're not feeling it?
Nah, I mean, it could be a great game, but just saying, it's not a great poster.
Seahawks by 50.
Damn.
Down with the evil empire. Can't let them come back.
I'm okay.
Can't let them come back. But all right, Joe. Before we get into all the trades that did happen, let's talk about the couple that did not happen that were kind of iffy and will they or won't they? But the Bucks and the Grizzlies decide they're going to hold on to Giannis and hold on to Ja. What was your kind of reaction to how all of the kind of drama, will they, won't they, how those ended up shaking out with them just staying pat and holding on to their stars?
I think it's a good move because I think it gives them an opportunity to get something more back in a package. Because if you really look at it, if they were smart, they'd sit Giannis down. I mean, they keep talking about these calf strains he keeps having. Send him down for the season. Hopefully have let's not say it, but let's be real. NBA teams tank a little bit, get a good draft pick, and then you can trade Giannis in the offseason. Because if you look at the West is stacked. And there's going to be some teams out there that are going to be like, damn it, we lost to the Spurs or we lost to OKC and we need something. The Rockets, for example, they need something right now. They didn't get Giannis, but I guarantee you when they lose in the first round, they're gonna be like, damn, we need Giannis. Or it could be
or the Spurs lose to the Thunder in the playoffs and say,
there's a lot of options.
Push ourselves over the hump here. Do they package up some of their pieces? Yeah, I mean,
they got a lot of options.
It's an interesting strategy. It just really depends on especially for the Bucks, what do they want? Like, do you want to do full rebuild, just get a bunch of picks, or do you want to actually get some young players that you can potentially develop? Because I think the issue they really ran into was there wasn't a ton of appealing packages that were teams that were willing to make a move, could offer you a bunch of picks and promising young star. Like, I think the most picks they could get was from the Heat, and that was the Heat could give, I think, 2 or 3 first-round picks. Like, that's not a ton.
Enough for Giannis.
That's not a ton for Giannis. Now, the only thing that they're going to run into now is a team that now the teams that would want to trade for him. It's only 1 more year guaranteed on that contract.
Yeah, you gotta know he wants to resign.
So he's gonna be able to dictate a little more in the summer. But I do think that narrative was a little overplayed. Like, is it really going to be that much of a different? Like this year, right? Giannis is still going to be out for a little bit post this trade deadline if you traded for him.
Sure.
You're realistically, I don't know that any of the teams that were rumored to get him were going to have much of a chance to do anything this year with him. Maybe the Warriors. If you put Giannis with Steph, maybe they could do something. But and this again, we've talked about Steve Kerr on this show a lot, but the whole way he managed Jonathan Kuminga, you tanked his value. Like, that was potentially the person that, like, coming off of how well he played when both Jimmy and Steph had gotten hurt in the playoff run last year, he had some really good games. If you could have just tried to build on that with him, one, your team could just be doing better in general. But then two, you have a piece that's probably considered a lot better than anything that either the Timberwolves or the Heat would have been able to offer.
Right.
You tanked it. Now you end up trading him. We'll talk about that one in a little bit. You trade him for Porzingis. Like,
okay, that's a little bit more than bag of chips, but
yeah, I mean, it's just
a lot of hope.
That's
a lot of hope. A lot of hope.
Memphis, I don't really know. Memphis doesn't seem to really have much of a plan right now. I don't know what they're doing.
Sure.
Like, if either try to make it work with Ja or don't, but it feels like they're not trying to make it work with him while also just keeping him on the roster. Like, I don't know what they're doing. I don't really understand the direction. Again, another team that's kind of tanked their players' value. You know, they weren't going to get very much for him, I don't think. But at the end of the day, it was just very weird. The way that they have handled Ja has been really weird. Like some weeks it feels like we want to make it
tickets
work.
Though. The whole Ja core is gone, but gotta sell tickets. And then if you really think about it, if you look at if you're a contending team, is Ja gonna like put you over the hump? Like I don't think he's.
No, I mean there was one team that was gonna go for Ja. It was two teams.
I mean,
Miami.
It
was Miami or it was Milwaukee trying to appease Giannis.
Yeah, but would you, as a Heat fan, would you be willing to give up Tyler Hero for Ja?
Oh, I don't think he would have fetched a Tyler Hero.
That's what I'm saying. But if
you're
Memphis,
maybe gotten a first round pick or maybe like an expiring Andrew Wiggins contract that you can flip for a draft pick. Like that's probably the best you're doing right now for Ja.
And that's exactly why he's still in Memphis.
I mean, it's just a big contract to just kind of have holding dead weight on your roster, but nonetheless, he's still there. I bet both of them get moved in the summer, but they didn't do it this time. We'll see.
Wait, we can add another person to that list. Zion, like Pelicans, give up on it. Give up on it.
Talk about another team that I have no idea what direction they're trying to go with their roster. Yeah, they are an interesting one. But let's talk about the big blockbuster. The Wizards strike again. Anthony Davis going to the Wizards. Now it does sound like that the Wizards are going to sit out AD and Trae Young for the year to make sure they one get fully healthy and two that gives them a good shot at a pick. But Underdog's been doing a good job of flashing up like the future potential starting lineups after these trades have gone down. And I'm just going to run this one at you, Joe. Trae Young, Trey Johnson, Keyshawn George, Anthony Davis, Alex Sarr.
I mean, we know what Anthony Davis is, so that scares me because we know what he is. So we know we're going to get from him. I mean, those young guys, it sounds nice, but they got a lot of potential, but I still feel like those are question marks. I mean, it's great from what the Wizards were. Now, let's put it there. It's great from what they were. It's a great start. It's definitely a great start, but we got to see what those young guys do because you know what you can get out of Trae, AD. I mean, AD and Trae pick and roll just sounds scary. And then we've seen the young and Sarr, but they're so young still. Like, you got a good young core, but then you got AD who's older, and then you got Trae Young he's going to be exiting his prime soon. And you're not really a win now team, so
I think it's
going to be interesting. I like
it.
Us? I like it, but where are they really gonna? Can they compete in the East? I mean, I guess they could compete in the East if it was this year, but it's too late this year. And then next year when Tatum's back, who knows what else is going to happen in the offseason with Giannis and stuff.
Let me just throw this at you, Joe. Trey Johnson is shooting 40% from three.
I understand
89% from the free throw line. Now, asking him to potentially be some big-time cornerstone, maybe that would have been a little rich, but a guy that's shooting about 6 threes a game at a 40% clip, that's a really nice role player. Just all of a sudden, you're spacing the floor for Trae Young and, like you
I
mentioned,
agree.
Trae Young, AD, Alex Sarr, and pick and rolls, pick and pops. Alex Sarr shooting 33% from three, not terrible for a big guy. Bub Carrington shooting 40% from three on 5 attempts a game. I'm kind of like now the huge
They
caveat
tried
here.
this though in Atlanta, didn't
Huge
they?
caveat: will they stay healthy? That's the one thing you know about
Well-
Anthony. He's gonna miss some games. So are you going to be able to maintain when you don't have Anthony Davis and you kind of hope that he can at least be healthy enough for playoff runs? But if you're the Wizards, I mean, what the hell else have you been?
And I mean,
I at least now, if
that's
you
true.
tell me that team is, if you tell me that team is healthy,
they're scary.
that team can compete.
Because
in the
Anthony
East. A
Davis
healthy
can cover up that defense that Trae Young doesn't have. And
Alex Sarr and
Sarr,
Anthony Davis anchoring your defense. I mean, those guys are block shot machines with
don't hate
Trae
them.
Young, who is not a good perimeter on-ball defender. That's the exact type of thing you need sitting behind him. And Anthony Davis and Alex Sarr are both good in terms of if they get switched on to bad matchups or whatnot. They're not liabilities if they try and put them into pick and roll. Like I kind of like it. I see the vision of what the Wizards are doing. I haven't said that in a very, very long time. So I'm gonna say shout out to the Wizards with this one.
wait and see.
And
We'll
I mean,
see.
imagine what if they get a top 3, top 5 pick? This is a good
It
draft
is.
class.
Get them. What are they gonna get? Another guard? Probably.
Another guard or a wing.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst. That's all I'm saying.
Hey man, it's better than some
I
teams
think
that
they
are trying
bought
to rebuild.
low. I mean, think about what they gave up. They didn't give up that much.
They really
The
didn't.
first round picks that they gave up was a Thunder first round pick and I think a Warriors first round
all
pick.
late round pick.
Those aren't premium picks. They still kept all of their own. I mean, I think they kind of cooked. I'm not gonna lie. I think the Wizards kind of cooked. Let's take it to another one, Joe. This one is probably the most confusing one. No, it's competing for most confusing. The Cavaliers traded Darius Garland for James Harden.
Mm-hmm.
Try and make this one make sense to me, Joe, because I'm not close.
Either the Cavs know something about Darius Garland's injury, or Donovan Mitchell, which was been reported that he was really he wanted this. This is what he wanted. That's what Donovan Mitchell wanted. So he wanted another playmaker, so he didn't have to be the consistent playmaker. Which I don't know why people keep trying to say Donovan Mitchell's a playmaker. He's not a playmaker. That's why they always lose in the playoffs, because he doesn't make his teams better. He just shoots the ball 40 times. So now you got two. James Harden, I'll give him that. He's a playmaker. I'll give him that. So that'll be nice to see. But I mean, now you got Donovan Mitchell, who hasn't proved himself in the playoffs, and you got James Harden, who hasn't proved himself in the playoffs. Gonna be okay. Good luck. I mean, you still got the two dominant guards that you wanted. I mean, Darius Garland didn't grow into what you expected him to be. You still got Mobley. I mean, like, you still got a good team, but you can still easily come out the East. But
Yeah, I mean, luckily you're in the East right now,
like,
but
what
I don't
about
know,
your
Joe.
future?
I just
What
don't.
about your future?
What is James Harden going to give you that's really much different than what Darius Garland was going to get you, besides just being like 10, 11 years older?
Healthy, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea.
Like, that's what you're banking on, like the 36, 37-year-old to be healthy. Harden has been pretty much an Iron Man his entire career in the NBA. But man, I don't know. Like,
And he's proven to be a good player. Point guard,
neither him or Garland play any defense. Nope. So you just traded a liability for a liability. I don't think you want James Harden to try and tap back into Rockets James Harden, where he's like chucking up 25 shots a game.
That's what he's gonna do.
I mean, I think he's a better playmaker than Darius Garland, but I don't think Darius Garland was a bad playmaker. I don't really see I don't know what it did for him. And then the Clippers
rebuild.
Yeah, but it's just like, if you're gonna rebuild, is like Darius Garland the guy to rebuild around? I mean, I guess in a sense you figure more than James Harden is. So I don't know. It's why I just like, it feels kind of pointless to me. Like it feels like both teams just made a trade for the sake of
Making a trade.
Oh, and one thing I do not have listed for us, but we'll just talk about it right now because we are talking about the Clippers. But one of the later trades today, Zubac traded to the Pacers.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of an interesting move. That's probably a move for next year
Absolutely.
for the Pacers, without obviously poorly their year started.
You know what's going to happen, though? The same thing that happened when Miles Turner was there. They're going to complain that he can't shoot threes, but then Zubac's not going to develop a 3-point shot. So
Miles Turner ended up being a decent.
I know he did,
shooter.
but he didn't at first, and that's what they complained about. They wanted him traded so many years in a row, and then he finally became a good 3-point shooter. That's not going to happen with Zubac.
I think they're trying to. I think they're trying to solidify rebounding. I think they're just finishing off good defensive possessions. I think that's what their main concern is. But because one thing about Miles Turner, for whatever reason, for his size, he was never a very good rebounder for his size. So I think that's kind of probably what they're going for. The pace they play at too. That'll be interesting because Zubac not exactly light on his feet, but we'll see. Make for an interesting front court once Hallie's back next year. But let's talk about the Warriors. They finally got rid of Kuminga. They traded Kuminga and Buddy Hield to the Atlanta Hawks for Porzingis. Talk to me about this one, Joe.
I feel like, hey, I mean, I think it's a fair trade on each side. Like you said, they messed up Kuminga earlier. I don't know why they signed him in the offseason and then didn't put him on. Like, he signed a friendly deal to prove that, hey, let me prove myself, and then you didn't play him, which is just crazy. I mean, it's one of those, we got to do something. We're the Golden State Warriors. We got to try to make a push for a championship because we have Steph. If Porzingis is healthy, he can help stretch the floor. I don't know. I really don't understand. I don't know what they're trying to do here exactly. The Hawks are they're a full rebuild for sure.
They're putting together an interesting team. You have a potentially interesting duo with Jalen Johnson and Jonathan Kuminga. It's a little interesting, like two kind of big athletic wings that can both handle the ball, shoot it.
Oh, Kuminga's going straight to 40 minutes a game.
Well, I'm not necessarily talking about for this year, but I'm just saying in terms of like them kind of resetting their team, it's an interesting kind of couple guys to put together, see if they can do a better job filling out this roster than they did with Trey. But I mean, those are two pretty versatile wing players right there. And Jalen Johnson's been a very good playmaker this year, averaging. He's had quite a few triple doubles this year. I mean,
we know what Buddy Hield is now, though.
I'm interested in what the Hawks. Yeah, I mean, he's just a shot chucker. He's gonna launch threes. When he gets hot, he can really flip a game for you. When he's not hot, it can
tank a game for you.
It can be a little depressing. It can be a little depressing. Sure. Yeah, just for the Warriors, it almost feels like this is like a play for next year, though.
This season's over. Yeah. Jimmy's hurt.
This season, I don't think you're going anywhere. But like, you get Jimmy back next year, all of a sudden you have Steph, Jimmy, and Porzingis. A huge if when you're talking about Porzingis. If you can get all three of them healthy for a playoff run, assuming Jimmy comes back and is still playing like Jimmy.
Jimmy's injury prone now, in my opinion. Shit.
Yeah, no, I mean Jimmy's missed a lot of time in the last few years.
That's gonna be interesting.
But I mean, theoretically, if all three of them are on the court, like that's actually a pretty interesting trio of players to play. I mean, Porzingis and Steph makes a lot of sense, I think, from a synergy standpoint.
Yes.
I was really hoping they were gonna really get the NBA fired up and trade Draymond. I thought that would have
been so great. That would have been so great.
But
not to the Hawks, dude. That would be so mean. Go ahead and go, man.
But let's talk about another stretch big, Joe. Celtics trade for Big Vu. They sent Anthony Simons to the Bulls. What do you think?
I think it's a good spot for both teams. I mean, I like Anthony Simons. I don't think he hasn't really grown to his full potential yet, but Vucevic is a good move for the Celtics. It's like having Porzingis, but a bigger body in there, a little healthier body, and I feel like he can help offensively still in his career. So I think it's a great move for the Celtics, and it's something that can help them this year, and it can help them next year. I like the move a lot.
Yeah, it's similar to kind of like you said, when they had Porzingis, it kind of gave them. Now they didn't use it a ton because Porzingis is not really a back to his basket, in the post type of player. But it kind of he would operate out of the mid post, and it kind of gave them a change of pace when they needed to go to something different.
We're like, all right, we gotta stop shooting on these goddamn threes.
I still didn't really love. I never really loved the fit, but they won a title, so you can't say it was bad. But what Vucevic, especially this year with no Tatum, I think having him potentially provide you a little offense from the post, get some quick post ups. I mean, I think that'll be helpful to Jaylen Brown, who's had to carry a lot of weight this year for the Celtics. So
sorry,
he is always whining about something. Just fussing. Damn, you're too young to be fussing like that.
I know your knees don't hurt that bad yet.
Right. The newspaper out, flap it, get off my lawn type stuff. What was he whining about lately? Oh, if I flopped like these other guys flop, I could win awards too, or something. Like, just shut up. No, you wouldn't.
He got mad at Cooper Cup, or not Cooper Cup, Cooper Flagg for having 10 free throw attempts.
Like, you are literally I know he's hurting him, but you're teamed up with like one of the biggest damn floppers in the entire NBA, Jason Tatum. Like, stop crying. Like, shut up.
But keep me following.
Shout out St. Louis, but
gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, stiff arming people, and then once has a nerve that I think he should get a foul call for him. But nonetheless, let's move on to this next trade, Joe. This one is the one I was saying competes with the James Harden trade, as I just don't get it, and I don't know what the point was. The Jazz trading for Jaren Jackson.
Oh yeah.
I really don't so I need you to try and maybe help make some sense out of this one, Joe. But I saw the potential future starting lineup, and it was Ace Bailey, Keontae George, Lauri Markkanen, Jaren Jackson Jr., Walker Kessler. In the year of 2026 and 2027, that's what we think a future potential starting lineup could be.
Why do they have three? Why do they have three bigs? It doesn't make sense. Makes no sense. No way they're starting three bigs. It would make a little because Lauri Markkanen, Lauri's good now. He's a good offensive player.
No, Lauri's nice.
Nice. I can see why you want Jaren Jackson there, but it's too cluttered now. Like, we've seen, I don't know what they're thinking. I really have no idea what they're thinking.
Like, are they gonna really try and start Lauri at the 3?
They could. I mean, that's the
he's skilled enough offensively,
not defensively,
I think, to make it work. But
he's getting blown away.
Man, that's gonna be.
He's getting blown away.
I mean, maybe their thinking is, well, yeah, but we then have Walker Kessler, who's a good rim protector, and Jaren Jackson, who's a good I don't know.
It don't make sense.
And John Collins still on the roster, or back on the roster or something?
Oh my God. No. What are they doing? What are they doing?
I don't think he's on the roster.
They got all them damn power forwards. But that's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
that's bad. No.
They keep doing this. They keep doing this
that's malpractice.
And then they initially had me because they also received Jock Landale, but I think they then sent him to Atlanta later. I was like, you just want every big that's out there in the NBA. But yeah, I'm trying to make something because Keontae George has had a really nice year. He's had some spurts where got real hot. Had like a stretch of putting up like 25, 30 points every game. Like, he's had a nice year. Ace Bailey's had some moments. Probably hope that he builds on this on his kind of start in the second half and starts ascending a little bit. But yeah, I don't know.
Makes no sense.
I don't get this.
No, it makes no sense. Unless you feel like you're gonna start trading again some pieces in the off season.
Well, but then here's the thing, because apparently, I think the Jazz allegedly tried to get Giannis and Walker Kessler was like a hang up in that deal. They didn't want to give up Walker Kessler.
I don't get it.
I might have to
I
trade
get
one,
it.
but there was a team that wanted Walker Kessler, and they just said no,
It's
we're not
Utah.
moving him. So I mean, they view him as they view him as a big piece. Maybe it was the Warriors. Someone
Either way, I don't
really
care who
wanted
it
him.
is. He should not be a hang up in a trade.
Yeah.
Walker Kessler.
Utah Jazz. That's why they're the Utah Jazz still.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
But let's talk about some little moves, Joe. So the Lakers, of the contenders, Lakers, Pistons, and Thunder all made some smaller moves. I want to just shout out a couple more, just in case you want to comment on these two. But the Timberwolves traded for AO from the Bulls.
Oh yeah,
kind
that'll
of
be nice.
Solid wing player. And then the Hornets, who have actually been playing better lately with LaMelo on the bench, being six-man, traded for Kobe White from the Bulls as well. So some other smaller moves in there. Your Lakers, they traded for Luke Kennard. The Pistons got Kevin Huerter. And then the Thunder got, who looked like he was going to be a shoe-in Rookie of the Year last year, Jared McCain from the Sixers. But for whatever reason, the Sixers have decided to just not really play him this year.
TikToks.
Yes, I saw a very funny meme. That was everyone's gonna hate when the Thunder start winning. Now you add him to the mix of all their corny stuff that they do. But so Joe, of these little moves, like, are any of these kind of needle movers for you? Or these are teams that are obviously not trying to make a huge splash because they have good rosters right now, and they're just trying to make that next little piece to kind of get them over the hump.
The Thunder one for me, I feel like the Thunder. This is not really a Thunder move. Like, I feel like they're desperate because they see the Spurs coming and are like, man, we gotta add a piece. We gotta add something.
They've been kind of banged up this year too. Like they've been dealing with a lot of injuries.
I think they were like, we just need to add a piece. It is a good offensive piece. He's a good player. Like, I'm surprised the 76ers just gave up on him. Like, unless they know something we don't know. But you can't trust the 76ers in basketball lately. So I don't know what they're doing. We're gonna see. I feel like it'll be a great spot for him because they play team basketball. They pass the ball. He's gonna get open shots. He's gonna get opportunities where he could be the guy that puts up 20. Like he's gonna get that opportunity to be the second or third option some nights because that's just what they do at OKC. Whoever's the high hand, get it going. And I think it's a good move. I mean, when you look at it, because they play as the Spurs, you already know when your player is locked down, Chet Holmgren, he out the game.
Yeah, he ain't doing.
He out the game, so you need another offensive option. I like what McCain did last year without Maxey, without Embiid. He showed that he could be an offensive talent in the NBA. So it's shocking that the 76ers gave up on him.
Yeah, I mean, if you're thinking about it really from the Thunder too, like they didn't exactly give up much. I think they gave up a first-round pick this year, but I mean, that's going to be at the very end of the draft.
Exactly.
And you already kind of saw a ceiling from Jared McCain, and from their perspective, they're probably thinking, if he just hits the ceiling that he showed last year as a rookie, that's a huge addition for us because we already got Shea, we already got Jalen, we already got Chet, we already got Jalen Williams, the other Jalen Williams, Caruso, Dort, Case and Walt. Like they already have a lot of pieces now. A lot of them kind of battling injuries on and off all year. So I think it also helps them potentially smooth out their regular season. They've been a little rocky lately, but yeah, I like it. I don't want to overlook the Pistons one either because, we talked about it before the season when we did our season preview. I loved the addition of Duncan Robinson, to just be a straight up sharpshooter for them. Kevin Huerter, another sharpshooter, just get some more 3-point shooting around all of their other dynamic players and ball handlers. So I like that one. The one that I think just makes the most sense to me, though, in terms of fit with how the team plays, Luke Kennard. I mean, he is one of the most underrated shooters over his career in the NBA because he's just always been on bad teams. Like he has just always found his way onto bad teams. Well, now you're going to be playing with Luka and LeBron.
Thanks.
That's going to be perfect. And he's a very good passer as we can put the ball on the floor a little bit, drive and kick.
JJ's going to love him.
JJ gets another Duke player. Now, the one thing, Not going to help the Lakers play any defense. That's not necessarily Luke Kennard's strong suit. But at the end of the day,
Not happening.
you know what happens when you get to playoff basketball and you got LeBron and you got Luka. You need some guys that can just knock down some shots.
Yep.
And I think I saw a stat. I'd have to fact check this, but I think I saw a stat. If Luke Kennard retired today, he would be the NBA all-time leader in 3-point percentage.
We're like 47%.
He's like 45 point something percent.
It's something crazy.
That's what I'm saying. No one ever talks about him, but this dude has been a lethal shooter his entire career, and no one ever says anything because he was trapped in Memphis for a long time, and then he's been playing for the Hawks. There's just like all these teams
everywhere. He's been nowhere good. You're not lying.
Like he just never is in a position to have like a big moment. So I'm excited for that move. I think that's going to be a good one. You know, the recipe for teams with LeBron's always been just put a bunch of shooters around him and let him set them up. So I'm excited to see how that goes. I'm excited to see how that one goes.
I'm not mad at that.
Right, Joe. Now that we have all the teams positioned to make their run this year, we gotta do a winner and a loser from the trade deadline. Who you got? We'll go winners first. Your winner, my winner. Your loser, my loser. We'll go like that.
All right. So my winner, I'm gonna go with the Celtics. I like that move a lot. I think it gets them back into that. I mean, they won a championship with it, so you needed that big man. You don't have Al Horford like that, so you got another big man in there who can rebound. He's not 20 and 10. Vucevic not giving you 20 and 10 no more, but he can give you.
He can give you 15 and 7.
Yeah, exactly, and that's all you need when Tatum comes back. If Tatum comes back, I know they keep talking about he may not come back now, but if you guys are in position to win a championship and he sees Vucevic now, he may be like, okay, maybe I am going to come back. So I think that's a great move for the Celtics. I think that they were already like, okay, they surprising everybody. I didn't know Jaylen Brown was going to play like this. Now you see that move, you're like, okay, they can Cavs and Knicks better watch out. Better watch out.
I don't hate that. My winner, Joe, I teased it a little bit earlier. Those Washington Wizards. I love what they did.
Crazy.
I love what they did. I really do. I really love what they did. They bought low on two, I think, high ceiling players that had just kind of their time had come due. And we also didn't talk about this enough when we talk about the AD trade. It just makes the Luka trade look that much dumber.
Insane.
Like
worst trade ever.
The place where you had potentially AD, Cooper Flag, and Kyrie Irving in a future setting actually sounded appealing. The fact that you never even got to really see that makes that trade even worse. But nonetheless,
I get that.
I'm gonna go Wizards. As my biggest winner. I like what they did to set themselves up for next year. I think they saw an opportunity. East is weak. Even with an offseason, I can't imagine the East gets that much better, because even if someone in the East is a team to land Giannis, that means the Bucks lose Giannis.
Right.
So it's not like it makes two teams better in the East. Who's your biggest loser, Joe?
My biggest loser, I'm going with the Golden State Warriors. I think they really messed up. If everything that everybody has been saying about Kuminga, we've seen flashes of Kuminga and how good of a player he could be. People have been talking about it for the last 4 years. They need to play him more. He needs more experience because he could be a potentially very good player. And they never gave him that chance. And now you're bringing in Porzingis. It seems like you're grasping at straws. We know what Porzingis is. We know he's injury prone. I mean, you're starting to waste Steph Curry's last few good years.
Yeah,
I think it's a grasping for straws. Like we gotta try because we got Steph. When you had some young talent on your team for years now, and you guys didn't develop them. Now it's gonna be great to see if Kuminga develops, and then we're gonna be like, okay, we tried to tell y'all. So I feel like they could really lose in that, because what is Porzingis really? Porzingis isn't gonna help you. Who are you beating in the West?
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's a total next year play. Just Porzingis and Steph. I'm not that scared.
No, not happening.
Now Porzingis, Steph, and Jimmy, I can.
But Jimmy coming off an injury.
But yeah, it's just like Jimmy is an older player. Like Jimmy's going to be like 38 next year. and you're expecting him to be able to just bounce back from an ACL injury. Like, I don't know. I don't hate that one, Joe, but I'm going to choose Jimmy's former team as the biggest loser.
Because they didn't do anything.
These Miami Heat, the only team in the East that did not make a single trade. Didn't make a single trade. And I debated not doing them because Giannis at least did not get traded elsewhere, and Ja did not get traded elsewhere. And so I will hold off on my super firm Pat needs to retire.
Damn.
I'll give him the summer.
Damn.
But
okay.
No, hear me out, Joe. The reason why you didn't want to pay Jimmy and you pissed him off and got his ass out of there was because we need to make sure we're able to get Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
All of these moves that they have not made, they didn't bring in a Bradley Beal. They didn't end up sending the farm to get Dame Lillard. They never offered their full package to get any other players or borderline star players to put with Jimmy over that whole stretch where they went to 2 finals was because of Giannis. And they want to make sure that they can get Giannis. Here was Giannis. You didn't get him. So I'll give him the summer. But if Giannis gets traded somewhere else, Pat needs to go. Pat needs to go. You had a great run, great career. You're a legend. Put his name in the rafters. Put his name on the court. Whatever you want to do. But everyone has their time. If they screw this up, it's their time. Because now, Joe, if you think about the deadline, you have an expiring Andrew Wiggins contract.
Yep,
you're not doing anything this year.
Nope. Couldn't get rid of it. They were trying.
Why are you hanging on to him?
They said they were trying to get a first round pick so then they could trade it to get Giannis.
Yeah. Well, now look at you.
Yeah. Who's gonna give you a first round pick for Wiggins?
I think someone would, but I think they just got overly aggressive, and they didn't want to do it unless it was also going to net Giannis. But at the end of the day, just get the first round pick.
Right, exactly.
Even if it doesn't mean Giannis, send it to someone else. The next disgruntled superstar you're delusional about that you're going to get. Right? Like, what is this team that you put together? You have an aging Norman Powell, but hey, shout out Norm. Got his first All-Star appearance. Been a fun year. But, I mean, like, you've just got this team that's good. They're going to be in the play-in. They'll probably fuck up and win and make it to the playoffs, so they won't have a lottery pick.
Yep.
It's like, what are you doing? The Bulls at least tanked. The Bulls said, screw it. We're done. Send off anybody that's worth value. Get us some picks and whatnot in return. Right? Like, the Heat don't have a plan. What are you doing?
They got the Pat Riley plan.
Losers.
Losers.
We need Devion. We need Devion's.
Pray for the star.
His clip from our intro. Losers. I don't know what they're doing.
You're going to give him the Phil Jackson treatment at the end of his career?
I'm just saying, Joe. Like, he had a good run. But at the end of the day, LeBron left. Dwayne Wade left. Jimmy's left. Now you pissed off a lot of superstars in the process of this Heat culture.
Good point.
Need to be a little give and take.
Good point. Fucked up the D Wade statue.
D Wade messed up.
No, D Wade fucked up that statue because he was part of that.
D Wade got to see it and he chose that. So
crazy.
Whatever. Shout out, Dwayne. That's your statue. If you like it, I like it. That's all that matters. But Joe, you know how we end this show. We choose love. We choose violence. What you got?
I'm gonna choose violence. Fuck all these people who don't like Bad Bunny and say he's not American. Y'all dumb as fuck. Are y'all stupid or retarded? Which one? Because I'm sorry, I know we're not allowed to say that word, but that's what you gotta be. If you see, I've heard so many people with microphones on podcasts and they're talking about only Americans should perform at the Super Bowl halftime.
Yeah.
And then and everybody in here needs everybody who act like they haven't listened to a song and didn't understand one word of it and still jam to it. You bullshitting if you say you ain't never done that.
I've seen you do it.
I do it all the time. I'm just saying, don't act like you ain't never played some shit like, oh, what the fuck is this? Hold on. Hey, they getting it. Like, come on, man. Like, who cares? It's 15
He's only the most popular artist in the entire world.
Facts.
Can't understand why the NFL would want to do that. Trying to grow the game globally. Can't imagine why they want a global superstar performing at the halftime show. Not that hard to figure out. I'm gonna choose Love Joe.
Ooh,
Shout out them Billikens. Them Billikens keep
man,
on
they
rising.
good. They
Come
looking
on.
good.
Come on. Might even have an NBA player or two on that roster. We'll see.
I'll stop playing.
We'll see. They might. They might. Don't do that.
Who you talking about? Thames?
He's got the
Dame's got
athleticism
potential.
too, and then I think Dunlap could shoot his way into the NBA.
Oh,
Chop.
okay. I can
Chop.
see that. I can see
And
that.
he's got some size. Rick Pitino recruited him, right, to St. John's.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
where he was before.
You're not saying he's gonna stay there for long, but he may make it. I'm just bullshitting. Let me stop.
Cup of tea,
Let's get it love.
Yeah,
Let's
we
get it
always
love.
love some.
Let's get it love. My
NBA
fault.
loves some shooters now. So hey, yeah, shout out to them Billikens.
They do
And
look good.
I'm gonna keep saying it to end every show until they get the fuck out of terrorizing our